Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. And today I thought I would just do a final flip through of my hashtag the Oddtober 25 pages, because I'm conscious that I kind of went through the story, showed you what I'd done but in respect of the story, and didn't actually kind of tell you what I'd done and things like that. So let's do that today. Now, before we start, I thought, I know it would be a good idea. Let's get some pretending nails and like have some spooky nails for it. And these are very impractical. So let's see how long it is till I get really angry and pause the video and rip them off. Sorry, I won't do that. We'll see if I can cope. Anyway, but they're cool though, right? Yeah, £5 off Amazon, not bad. So first of all, I got this stencil, so I stenciled that on the front there. And then this first page, so I've got some, I cut out these pictures, these ghosts and candy and pumpkins out of some scrapbook paper. Some of them I put in with foam things, what are they called, like foam squares. Some I just stuck directly on. I've got the spider web here with a bit of thread down to this big spider that I used Tim Holtz grit paste crypt for that. And then this ribbon down the side. This is a staircase that I just got off of Google Images, and that's some purple paper is some scrapbook paper. And then we've got this, we've got some more scrapbook paper, some more texture paste there, which I put some gold gilding on, some more of that ribbon, a bit of purple tissue paper, Amazon packaging, grit paste for some music notes, a gramophone that I got off of Google, some stenciling in the background, handwritten lyrics, some more music notes. Here, so I drew this console table and I made this tiny little envelope and just stuck that in there, that is stuck on. Just some scrapbook paper packaging and a bit of other scrapbook paper, and then over it I've just done some stenciling and some texture paste, grit paste again, and I did some splatters in black paint and one of the Distress Oxide sprays. I just took the nozzle out and just flopped it about. This is the envelope, so I did some stenciling of coffee cup stains, whatever they're called. I got this off of Google, but I did emboss it in the embossing powder that's like frosted something. I got this again. I did get quite a few things off Google Images, so it was just easier. But some schematics, and this is just an old key that I had in my house that I think, not for this house, I think it was for an old house I lived in. And then I made this pocket out of just some fabric, and I just hand stitched around the outside just to be like a pocket, like it's on the back of your trousers. And then I just tied a bit to this paper clip and stuck it on there. And then for the bathroom, this is an envelope, so I put some scrapbook paper just behind the window, did some kind of collage on the back, make it look a bit grubby. This is a bathtub image that I got off the internet, and this is just a bit of black fabric, and I just drew this trapdoor. Again, I just drew the same trapdoor that was over there, painted this page black, and I was going to draw that hand, and then I was like, oh, hands, I can't draw hands, I can't barely draw a square, so I just cut it out. This one we've got some textured scrapbook paper in the background, the purple scrapbook paper where you see it's got a bit of a texture to it. And then I used the grit paste for the spiders and bats, and this is supposed to be a spider web. And then I got the crackle paste and I went over it, so it looks like these things have just all been there for ages. And there's a couple of spiders and I printed out this staircase, but then I drew around it to give it a bit more definition. Printed the Oddtober machine out. Printed that out and then just stuck some stuff on the back and wrote the fortune on the back. Just some fabric which I put down with magnets so you can kind of, so the curtains can be closed with this. Oops. Can't even pick it up, that magnet's fallen off, but you can stick them there. And then I just printed out Oddtober again, drew a little smiley face on it, and then that was just a pocket to put the coin in. This I just stenciled some brickwork on there just for a bit of texture, which is like the so this is like the door, and it's got a little door handle here that I put some twine through. Can you even see? And then I made this bookcase, so I just cut some like book spines out and wrote things that they're called on there. Did that little clock, and then this drew the bookcase in the background, and then this high school yearbook is magnetized, so it does stick on. And then I just made that out of packaging, and then I made this yearbook out of some more of that textured, you can see it better there, that textured cardboard, cardstock, and then packaging throughout with some pictures from a cut and collage book, and that was the cover of it, and I backed it in scrapbook paper. And then I just do the clock, put the what are they called, clock arms, legs, what are they called, hands words, man, words, on with a brad to try and get it to 10:31. And I didn't even notice that 10:31 is Halloween, October 31st. It's because I'm British. And then the background is one of those pages that I had made with my jelly plate print recently. I think it was actually one of my Braille offs. So I just put that in the background of some of these things. Put that there. And then we've got this. So again, I just got these time machine pictures off of Google and then just printed them out in various sizes. So cut down that to make it more focused here. Put some bats here with texture paste, and then I went over it in various sparkly pens that I've got, and like gold metallic pens, and then I've got these ones that kind of, so like that you can't really see, but it's excuse me, it's like blue but it's silver, I don't know, I can't really describe it, and then some white pen, and then here I kind of made it bigger, put some more bats on there, and went around it in the gold and the blue. And then I tried to cut out these 3 ghosts, and when I put it on I just wrapped it around nicely, and then it was all going to come out nicely, but it all got completely stuck, and I was nearly at the point where I was going to cut them off, but I didn't in the end. So that was my 3 ghosts. And then I just used some more of that paper to write on the what they were saying. Then we had I painted this black, and this was just a picture of me when I went to Loch Ness and saw the Loch Ness monster, obviously. This crowbar I drew, and then I went over it in glossy accents and then stuck it on with that foam tape stuff, and then just put some texture paste in the background, so it's just kind of to represent like the floor and a bit of the wall. And then I printed out the Oddtober machine twice. I went over this in holographic embossing, and just to kind of make it all lit up looking, and then I printed it out black and white for when the lights go dark, and that's on with magnets. And again, just scrapbook paper in the background. This for the ghosts wisping away, I just used this ghosty thing, so it was almost like they're swirling about, and it's only really 3 of them, but it looks like loads. And then because one of them was a witch, I just did this glow in the dark one and gave her a little witch's hat. And because there was carnival music, I texture pasted some more music, splattered some more distress inks on top, and then I just got these off of ChatGPT, I think, and just cut out with freeing bones. I was gonna do individual bones, and time was running away from me, so I didn't. Just gone back to this, and then just made it really black around, used some black texture paste, and just put this, I think it's Tim Holtz little book here, which I stuck in to represent what this is, which I then made, that's not, oh, there we go, out of like a sparkly scrapbook paper, which is really cool. I thought maybe I'd just give it a little bit of sparkle, but also grunge it up, and then just use packaging paper for inside the journal. And then this is the last will and testament, saying that I have got the, what's it called, house. Again, I did get ChatGPT just to knock me up a will. It's got like, it's amethyst, got walls, remember, do not trust the seller, all that sort of thing. So I thought that was just cute. I try not to use AI for things, but sometimes it's fun. And then this was one of the dies that I got recently. You know, I did that crafty haul, and there was those frames, and some of them have spider in the middle, so I die cut out that and then took the spider out, sprayed it with various inks, texture pasted spider web in the background, and that's one of the Tim Holtz bugs. And this is some more of my paper that I recently dyed and embossed and everything for the carpet. Some purple tissue paper again, scrapbook paper in the background, just some grotty old grit paste along the sides, and then this 4-poster bed, trying to make it look a little bit fancy. And then for the final page, I just painted the 2 pages black, spattered them with like mica sprays and various other sprays, crackling campfire, villainous poison, I think, and the green one. And then I just drew Happy Halloween on some of my previously dyed paper, and then just cut it out, and then just did that. And then from the beginning page where I'd stenciled the manor house, I just texture pasted through the manor house and put some bats in the background, and that was it. So yeah, that is my Oddtober journal finished, and that is the back cover, which I absolutely love that paper. And that is it done. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of the book now that you've seen it properly. I will be back again soon with something else without these nails on, because I am now going to remove them because I cannot do anything. But please do like this video if you enjoyed it, and do consider subscribing if you're not already. And thank you so much to all my subscribers, new and ones that have been here for a while. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll be back again very soon with something else, and in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.